Hello, this will be a demonstration of Proposition 9 from Book 5 of Euclid's Elements, which says that if magnitudes that have the same ratio to the same magnitude are equal to one another, and furthermore, that magnitudes to which the same has the same ratio are equal to one another. This is going to be your converse to Proposition 5.7, and like 5.7, this is another very important one. We're going to be given three magnitudes A, B, and C, such that A has to C, the same ratio that B has to C. So as A is to C, so B is to C. Or we're going to have C is to A, just as C is to B. In either given, we're going to prove that A is equal to B. Let's deal with the first case where A is to C as B is to C. Now, if it's not, we're going to do this with a reductio. So let's say that A does not equal B. Now, if A does not equal B, then the ratios A to C and B to C can't be equal. Because if A and B are unequal, one of them has to be greater. Which means that, for example, if A is greater than B, then A is going to have to C a greater ratio than B has to C. Or if A be less than B, then A is going to have to see a lesser ratio than B has to C. In either case, the ratios A to C and B to C will not be the same. So we have simultaneously the fact that A is to C, just as B is to C, and that A is to C not as B is to C, which is a contradiction. These two ratios simultaneously have to be the same and not the same at the same time. This is obviously absurd. This is impossible. And so our assumption that A is unequal to B must be false, which means that A is equal to B. Now dealing with the second given, where C is to A as C is to B, we're going to go about this in a similar manner. Let's say that A is not equal to B. Now if A is not equal to B, again by the same proposition 5.8, then C is going to have to A an unequal ratio that it has to B. So C to A is not going to be equal to C to B, because let's say that A is greater than B, then C to B is going to be greater than C to A, or if A be less than B, then C to A is going to be greater than C to B. Either way, these two ratios C to A and C to B are going to be unequal. They're not going to be the same. So again, at the same time, we have that C is to A just as C is to B, and also that C is to A not as C is to B. This is obviously absurd, and so we can conclude that again, that A is equal to B. Now, this being what we set out to prove, we are done with the proposition, therefore, etc., Q, E, D. Again, this is the converse to 5.7. This is a proposition you'll see not so much in Book 5, but especially in Book 6, which is, the book after this one. You'll see 5.7 and 5.9 all the time. So it's very important, just, know them like 147. That's all I have to say about this proposition. So end the video here and move on to 5.10.